Now, BMWs are known for being engineering masterpieces, being fantastic cars to buy, and most importantly, they're known for their performance.
And it's quick!
However, they're also known for their reputation to break down.
Whoa! I think he just blew his turbo.
However, this BMW behind me is, well, the latter. Now, right behind me is my 2007 BMW 328i that we bought for an incredible price. Now, 20 years ago, the production of the E90 completely changed the automotive game for the better. Voted best car in the world in 2006 with reasonable sticker prices, insane performance potential, and super well-built engines like the N52. These cars were the pinnacle of the automotive scene. However, nowadays, well, these cars go for nothing, and they're hardly ever maintained the way they're supposed to be. And this car definitely fell victim to that. From broken suspension from when the previous owner hit a curb, to faded headlights and faded paint. It's safe to say the previous owner did not care about this car. So today, we're here to fix it. We just recently made a video on this car. Well, let's get you guys caught up to speed on everything that we did. We replaced this leaky valve cover gasket, gave this car a much needed oil change, replaced the cabin air filter, replaced the start stop button, and finally replaced this very dead battery. And trust me, there's still a ton of things we need to fix today. From mechanical parts, cosmetic fixes, and even some freaking crazy mods. And well, there's still a lot that this car needs. In today's video, we're gonna find all of the problems. What the fuck is that? Fix all of those issues. Come on, like just start. And overall, rebuild my first ever BMW. And make sure you watch till the end because the transformation is going to be insane. So of course, I got straight to work ordering a bunch of parts for this car, and a couple days later, the first parts showed up. And judging by the packaging, UPS did not care about the fragile logo, bro. Today, we're starting off with a full front suspension refresh. As you can see, this front control arm is cooked. And to ensure our BMW still has top-notch handling, and to make sure we don't create any uneven wear on either side of the suspension, it's always a good practice to replace all of the control arms. Just before we get into that, we all know how expensive car parts are getting these days. And these crazy freaking gas prices are not helping. Hell no. And we're gonna be giving away $250 cash to one of you guys. And legit, all you have to do to enter is like the video, comment your dream car down below in the comment section, and hype the video. That's all you have to do to win, and you could be walking away with $250 cash just for watching a YouTube video. And real quick, the winner of last week's giveaway is this person right here. So DM me with proof on Instagram that this is your YouTube account and I'll send you the money. Jacking the car up, I began to get really nervous of what I was gonna find underneath this thing when I pulled the wheels off. And well, honestly, I was pretty surprised at what we found. Now, to be honest, it actually looks a little bit better under here than I was expecting. However, this lower control arm was super bent compared to the other one. Now, before I even try to take these off, I'm gonna hit them all with some liquid wrench because you already know these are gonna be stuck on there. Now, starting off with this lower control arm, we're gonna loosen the bolt that's attached right to the frame, undo the nut on the opposite side with the bushing, and honestly, this one was really hard to get at. But once we got it out, we can finally wiggle this thing loose and take it off the car. Now, it's the exact same process for the front one. We're gonna loosen the bolt underneath and then loosen the one attached to the frame, and then it's as simple as just pulling it off the car. Repeat this exact same process to the other side, and just like that, they're all out. All right, boys, well, we finally got this off, and I'm sure you can tell, but removing these was a complete struggle. I mean, I had the pry bar out right here. I mean, I was just straight up bouncing on that shit, bro. I mean, just look at the comparison between the bent one to the brand new one. This wheel might finally sit straight again. So let's just go ahead and get straight back into this. Now, sliding the new ones back into place was a little bit more challenging than pulling them out. I definitely recommend having a rubber mallet handy when you're doing this. All right, boys, well, we finally got them all in place. Now, the last thing to do is go ahead and torque these to spec. Now, the back bolts need to be torqued at ride height, so I think I'm gonna try and use this jack to lift it up, but we'll see if that works. And to my surprise, it actually worked perfectly. Now, before we go ahead and put the wheels back on, the wheel wells on this car look super crusty, and so do these calipers. So we're gonna go ahead and do what we did to my F30 and my Audi. We're gonna go ahead and paint these super crusty calipers, and we're going with yellow. And this color change will make even more sense when you see some of the crazy mods later in the video. Before we can start painting these, we have to sand them down to make sure the paint will stick. We're gonna throw on a layer of barbecue paint to make sure the paint does not crack from the heat, and then we can finally hit these things with some yellow paint. Once the front's done, we're gonna go ahead and do the the exact same process at the back, starting with removing the wheels. Do the exact same painting process with the barbecue paint. Hit them with a couple layers of yellow. And these things are looking so good so far. Oh, these calipers turned out great. Before we throw the rear wheels back on, I just want to clean up these wheel wells because these are super gross. And just look at the difference this made. This looks so good. All right, boys, we finally got this thing back on the ground, and I'm actually loving the way this looks. This is looking so much better than it was. Personally, I really like the yellow, but comment down below what color you would have gone with. Well, let's just get straight into the next thing because we're really busy here. Now, we are really starting to get somewhere with the appearance of this car. But these crusty headlights and fake carbon eyelids are absolutely ruining the look of this car. So we're going to peel off these crusty eyelids and use this Meguiar's headlight restoration kit to try and transform these super crusty headlights. First thing we gotta do is wipe them down because they are super dirty. Wet sand both of the headlights with this 1000 grit sandpaper. Do the exact same thing with 3000 grit. Apply the sealant and protector that they provide you, and just look at the difference that this made. Also threw on some brand new gloss black eyelids because I just love the way these look. Now, moving on to the interior, we have some brand new silver trim to replace this super old looking wooden trim. And replacing these is incredibly easy to do. Once you get the old ones out, you literally just snap the new ones right into the exact same spot and then reconnect the wiring. Now, personally, I just think this silver in here looks so much freaking better. And to top it all off, we have a brand new yellow start-stop button. And all we have to do is simply just push it in place. Now, I personally think this looks super sick with the yellow brake calipers, but there's still a mod coming later on that's going to make this look even better. Now, for this next interior mod, well, I'm sure a lot of you guys already guessed what it is, but we have a brand new carbon fiber steering wheel. And the yellow on this thing is going to look absolutely insane. The yellow calipers we just did, and of course, the yellow start-stop button. Now, currently, we just have this M Sport wheel, which is pretty nice. In order to install this, we have to remove the airbag, which is super scary. Now, removing the airbag is easily the most annoying part of this process. But once it's out, you just need to mess around with all the wiring, break free the screw that sits in the middle holding it together, and then finally pull it off of the car. Next, you just need to go ahead and swap over the ground cable and a couple other wires to the new one, and then repeat the exact same process in reverse. Reconnecting all of the wires, inserting the bolt back into the car, and make sure it's tight because you do not want this thing falling off. Then you gotta just reclip the airbag and you're all done. Dude, this looks insane. The carbon fiber wheel with the carbon fiber trim and just all the yellow accents. What do you guys like better, this classy M Sport wheel or this brand new carbon fiber steering wheel? Go ahead and comment down below which wheel you guys like better. Personally, for me, it's going to be the carbon fiber one. I also ordered this yellow M Sport button, but let me know, do you guys think this is too much if I put this on, or should I just leave it? I think I'm going to leave it for now anyways because I forgot about this button while I was putting it on and I don't really want to take it off again. But either way, that was a super freaking successful mod, boys. Now, the next thing that we need to go ahead and do is give this thing a quick wash because it's super dirty. And now we're on to my absolute favorite part, which is the exterior. Starting with the wheels, we're going to hit them with the pressure washer, spray them down with our heavy duty wheel and tire cleaner, hit them with a lighter wheel and tire cleaner as well, scrub them down with our wheel cleaning mitt to get all of the excess dirt off, rinse them off, and then do the exact same process for the other four wheels. Then we're going to pre-soak the entire car with our pressure washer to get any loose dirt off. And then it's on to everyone's favorite part and the most satisfying, which is snow foaming the entire car. Scrub the car with our wash mitt to get all the dirt and grime off of it. Rinse all the soap off with our pressure wash. Dry it off with our towel. And then we are finally done the detail. Well, boys, we got her all clean. And honestly, this thing is looking so much better already. Now, we were supposed to have a couple more mods for this video, like a brand new front bumper, some brand new crazy cool taillights, a super cool front splitter, and a couple other things. But unfortunately, they're just not going to be here on time, which kind of sucks, but there's just going to have to be a part 2 coming up soon. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks or so, we're going to have to see. But yeah, super stoked on how everything turned out. I'm super glad we finally dealt with that suspension because that has been driving me nuts for I don't even know how long now. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for watching and following the journey on this car. If you made it to the end, comment W down below in the comment section. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and make sure to comment your dream car for that giveaway. And also just go ahead and let me know what your favorite mod of this video was, because we did some pretty cool stuff and I'm super stoked on how this car turned out. I know I've already said it a couple times, but it's just always fun starting fresh with a car, you know, like it was super clapped and it still kind of is clapped, but it's going to get better as the journey goes on, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I'll see ya in the next one. Peace.